Hello everyone again. Hello. This is my reading for November. I did this reading on the 16th of October on the harvest moon. And yes, and what I forgot to say to people, how I use the power of the planets here. The planets which are very powerful this month are Mercury, which is in Sagittarius. So we're waiting for the Mercury to enter Sagittarius. This is how I use the zodiac reading, right? And it will be entering Sagittarius on the 1st December. So that time of Sagittarius is very powerful, right? And Sagittarius also as a sign is starting on 23rd of November. Another powerful card here, which is like influencing the whole horoscope and the whole zodiac, is the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter. Jupiter, when it's changing the sign at the moment, is in the Capricorn, right? And we are waiting, and how this all kind of coronavirus COVID started. That then Jupiter kind of came with the and created the constellation, the conjunction with Pluto and Saturn, which is the new Bethlehem star. In the past, Bethlehem star was a conjunction when Jesus was born, the new Messiah. It was the conjunction between Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars. Now Mars just kind of Mars recreated itself into the Pluto, because it's the higher realm for Mars, the Pluto, okay? So now we are waiting for Jupiter to overcome that conjunction and to enter a new phase into the Aquarius. So when Jupiter will enter Aquarius, right? And that is also going to happen on the 18th of December. Then you see how it is. It's December and November is just really powerful times. Then very important is Venus here, the Empress, the Venus. It just stands as a personal finances, personal health, female health, sexuality. So everything what is like a divine feminine is, and she's waiting kind of to give. She's very financially driven. So whatever you do now, sometimes we do things out of our interest or idealistically, but now we just have to focus our energy on how to earn, how to feed the Empress, how to feed our Venus, with finances or with the beauty. You choose. I don't know. It can be children, it can be fertility, it can be family, right? So children are also, a sun is playing a big part here. So we're talking about the sun and Gemini, but that is the next cycle now. So what at the moment I want to focus on Mercury in Sagittarius, which is 1st of December, and Jupiter in Aquarius, which will happen on the 18th of December. And look at this, it's all so important here. Okay, so you will know about this timing. Plus, as I said always, that since summer I've been saying that, since last year basically, that 16th of February, well, starting from 11th of February to 16th of February, they are kind of like the kind of events is going to happen, and whether we feel it or not, but the switch into the positive is going to happen. It's going to happen fast, and I think, as I mentioned, there could be some kind of climatic events to symbolically show us that change, okay, whether it's waters or fires, maybe both in the planet, okay. So what I want to now to go into our fears, because biggest cards here, biggest sort of cards which were kind of giving us a bit of fears. There were fears in the heart, so we can have panic attacks, we can have heart attack, we can have mental breakthroughs, and it's a painful card of pain, card of suffering. Traditionally, it was called the card of suffering in Buddhism. Anyway, okay. So I want to go through some kind of fears and use this true love cards, and to see and to ask a few questions. So I'm asking what can prevent me from, and humanity from, people who suffer from panic attacks, COVID, cough, any chest pain, which is actually some of the fears. Yeah, it's like physical pain, chest pain, illness, right? All this. Let's see which card we are going to get here. And this is compatibility. Interesting, isn't it? So if in the past we kind of were not discerning of who we are with, which community we are with, which people we are with, groups of people, neighbors, friends, now if we are not compatible with them, we are not going to survive this. We'll have ultimately panic attacks coming from people, because some people, they kind of pass on their nervousness to us. They pass on their fears to us. We have to divide now. We have to go. We have to find our own balance. Otherwise, you see, we are ill, because this is the card of illness, and it falls into Virgo, into our physical health. So our mental health, our emotions definitely are going to affect our physical health. So don't see how they're compatible. They only fly on the same wavelength. If you're not on the same wavelength with people and not passing the hearts, to one another, don't see them. They will only bring the illness into your life. Okay, so I want to see next fear. So I'd like to work on the fear which commonly expressed by my clients or friends, is the fear of loneliness, of how am I going to suffer, this time. What is my mental health is going to be? I'm so lonely. The card is the gardener. Interesting, isn't it? So it's either physically go and work in the garden, be close to earth, put your new flowers. I know it's not very brilliant time of the year to do it, but the cards are suggesting you go. Look at this. The trees are actually your partners. Trees are your helpers. So if you are just connected to your garden, you will be connected to your inner garden as well. Go talk to flowers, talk to birds, watch birds, hug trees, right? And work physically in the garden to save yourself, to connect with nature, connect with your garden, the garden which is closer to you. I mean, this is a nature connection, really. If you're connected to nature, you don't have to be lonely. I know we want people around us, but it's not always possible. And in fact, sometimes even people, if we're not compatible, you see, about the first card, the people might bring you unhappiness. The people who are not compatible with you will bring you illness. So it's better if you connect to nature, and you will be purified by nature as well. Here it is, the healing from loneliness. So number 3, what are we going to do? And the fear which is commonly expressed right now as well. Fear is just in our heart, and we have to really watch our heart now. And fear, this is fear about finances and money. How am I going to be dependent, and how can I be independent again? All the things about money. Will we have enough money as a family? Will I be earning enough money? Will the government support me with money? Whatever the money issue is, it's big, because the Empress is here. She's all about money. So we're asking that particular question. Let's see. And the card is Inner Peace. And the Inner Peace card is saying, well, yes, okay, stay calm. Is, of course, again, stay connected. Here is connection to earth and to your garden. Here, connecting to flowers and trees and to nature. to countryside. But this is a bigger connection. This is connection to universe. So yeah, it just comes back to the magician. Look, he's easily playing with how he is. He's eloquent. He learns new languages to speak. He expresses from heart. He appeals directly to the heart, and he is successful. Okay, and this is like learning a symbolic universal language. If you're learning something new, and maybe you are more into astrology or more into tarot now or more into healing, that will bring you inner peace, because it will give you kind of like explanations which are widening your perspective, which are really talking to bigger beings, the things which we were not aware of. So it's like the space, we are expanding on our space, and we're saying again, don't worry about being on your own by yourself. Learn the stars, connect to stars, and it says you are enough. So just make sure that you connect to yourself, to your enoughness, and then it will kind of like universe will give you a perfect combination, perfect synchronicity of events. Look, there's like lots of stars, yeah, around you, and finally they come to one place, to your own personal garden, right? They bring people who are compatible with you, and then this loneliness actually is brilliant, yeah, and they will bring you money when you realize that you are the one who is enough, and you have enough talents now to go into the world, to show the world, to take initiative, to take charge. Then you'd have the money, because don't forget that at the top of this hour spread was the Empress, the abundant, the woman who is abundant. She's got it. She's got it all. She's got the money. She's got finances. Money is coming her way. She's the center. Do I have any other fears? Let's see. Who else wanted to give me some fears? Oh yeah, I remember there's a common fear expressed by some people who are, because now, of course, the social media is thriving, and all online courses are thriving, and people who are public figures or becoming public figures, because now people, you are enough. If you are enough, you start just publicly expressing yourself. You would come to this fear of, am I loved by public? How do I make sure that I connect to public? And this is one of the interesting common fears which is coming right now. And here is serendipity. It's exactly what we were talking about. If you put your talent up front, if you are bring your initiative forward, the events inevitably will come to and bring you good luck. You just have to wait for the right moment, for the right momentum to take you over to this other place, to make fortune, the wheel of fortune turn, and you will be a winner finally. Okay, and actually she can say that potentially there's a winning lottery, so I'll probably start playing lottery. Okay, so I think I'll finish with this. I think there is a nice healing of fears, and with all this I will leave you in peace and love, with serendipity, with inner peace, and your personal inner gardener, and compatibility with other people. Okay, and lots of love and healing to you. See you next time.